Hello students, wish you a very good morning. Today I am going to discuss the next kind of adverb, adverb of frequency. As it is clear from the name of this kind of adverb, adverb of frequency. This word or this adverb tells us about how often something is done or how frequently an action is done or an action takes place. Frequency of an action, frequency of taking place of an action is told by adverb of frequency. In this topic, we shall discuss adverb of frequency and a certain words denoting adverb of frequency and the position of adverb of frequency in different sentences. As it is clear from its name that it tells the frequency of an action or how often an action takes place. Certain words are always, never, seldom, ever, daily, rarely, etc. These words are adverb of frequency. And as you know, we have discussed the adverb of manner, place and time, MPT already. They are used after the verb or sometimes at the end of the sentence depending upon the word they qualify, they modify. But in case of adverb of frequency, these words are usually used between subject and verb, means before the verb. For example, he always speaks the truth. He always speaks the truth. Always is the adverb of frequency, means he usually speaks the truth, or I can say he never tells a lie. This adverb always, never is used after this subject and before this verb. And these adverbs modify the verbs followed by them. He always speaks the truth. Frequency of speaking the truth. Frequency of action of speaking. He never tells a lie. One more sentence is there. She often comes late. She usually comes late. She often comes late. उसकी आदत है डेली लेट आती है. Often, usually. हो सकता है कभी कभार ऐसा हो कि वो लेट ना आए, but she often comes late means frequency of coming late by her is very much, often. Next is they rarely go for exercise, means they do not go for exercise. They rarely go for exercise. कभी कभार ही जाते हैं. In this way, we can say that adverb of frequency is used between subject and the verb they modify. But this is not the hard and fast rule. Look at these sentences after to be. When there is a verb to be in a sentence, then this adverb of frequency is used after to be. Means after is, am, are, was, were, etc. For example, she is often late. हमने इस सेंटेंस को पहले लिखा था she often comes late. लेकिन अगर हम यहां comes के स्थान पर state of being verb का यूज करते हैं, to be verb यूज करते हैं, तो this adverb of frequency will be used after to be form of the verb. For example, she is often late. हम यहां पर इसको she often is late नहीं कहेंगे, she is often late. I have just arrived. अभी मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. I will take rest for some time. I have just arrived. अभी अभी पहुंचा हूं. I have is a has, have an auxiliary verb. Then we shall use after this auxiliary verb and before this principal verb in the sentence. Next is बिटवीन ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब और मेन वर्ब। ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब और मेन वर्ब के बीच में हम इसका यूज करेंगे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम ऑलवेज रेडी। दिस इज द यूज ऑफ टू बी फॉर्म, टू बी वर्ब, आई एम ऑलवेज रेडी। आफ्टर दिस टू बी फॉर्म, आफ्टर दिस am. Next sentence is, I have not done my homework. Here, this word not is used as an adverb. I have not done my homework. I have not finished my work. In this way, we can say that adverb of frequency tells us the frequency of an action taking place in a sentence. This is used between subject and verb, they modify, or after the to be form, or between auxiliary verb and main verb. Next adverb is adverb of degree. An adverb of degree tells us the degree of an action or the intensity of an action. Means it gives answer to the question how much or to what extent an action is done or something is. For example, very, too, enough, quite, almost, nearly, rather, fairly, etc. are the words which tell us the intensity of an action in a sentence. These words indicate or refer to adverb of degree. For example, I am too tired. Here, this word tired is an adjective and degree of tiredness is modified, is qualified this word too. How much tired am I? I am too tired. For an action. Next is, the hall was nearly packed. Again, this word packed is used for this hall. And this word nearly is used for this word packed. Means this is an adjective and how much packed? Nearly packed means almost packed. So this is adverb of degree. Next is, he is a rather lazy boy. Here this word boy is a noun and this word lazy, as you know, is an adjective because this modifies this noun. And before this adjective, we have used the word rather. Rather modifies this adjective lazy. In this way, the words modifying adjectives are known as adverbs. And this tells us the intensity of laziness or degree of laziness. So, this is adverb of degree. In case of adjectives, adverbs, these are used before adjectives and adverbs, they modify. Next is, the room is big enough for 50 students. Here, the room is big enough for 50 students. But in case of enough, when this is used as an adverb, it is not used before adjectives. It is used after adjectives to modify this adjective big. Means this word enough tells us the degree of size of the room. Big enough for how many students? For 50 students. Now, in case of enough, let us discuss. When enough is used after the noun, adjective or adverb, then the word enough is an adverb itself. But when it is used before a noun and describes that noun or modifies that particular noun, it can be said to be an adjective. For example, I have dresses. Dresses is a noun. I have dresses enough for a week. For example, मैं कहीं बाहर जाता हूँ for a week, 3-4 dresses मेरे पास हैं, तो I can say I need not to wash them. I have dresses enough for a week. एक सप्ताह के लिए काफी हैं. यहां पर ये enough है adverb. This is used as an adverb. But when it is used before noun in some sentences, for example, I have enough money. This word money is a noun, and this word enough modifies this word money. I have enough money to buy a car. So this is the word modifying a noun. So here enough is used as an adjective. In this way, in some sentences, enough is alone, enough is used alone. Enough, the word enough is used alone. For example, no, thank you, I have eaten enough. In this way, we use different adverb of degrees in different sentences, and we have discussed where do we use adverbs of degrees. Dear students, now we shall discuss the formation of adverbs. How can we form adverbs from different adjectives, from nouns, and how can we identify adverbs in the given sentences? After watching this video, you will be able to identify the adverbs in the given sentences. You will be able to form the adverbs from adjectives and nouns, and you will be able to use adverbs correctly. Now, let us discuss how can we form different adverbs from adjectives and nouns. First of all, we can form adverbs of manner by adding ly to certain adjectives. For example, let us take some examples of adjectives: true, easy, fair, rapid, slow, and so on. If we add ly to these adjectives with a slight change in these words, they will become adverbs. For example, true, ly, it will become truly, but we will remove this last e from the true before adding ly to it. It will become truly. Next is easy. If we want to add ly to easy, we have to change y into I, and then we shall add ly, and it will become easily. Next is fair, fairly, rapid, rapidly, slow, slowly. In this way, we can form different adverbs by adding ly with a slight change in the given adjectives. Now, we can also form adverbs by adding ly to certain nouns instead of adjectives. For example, day, week, month, year. If we add ly to these nouns with a slight change in the formation of these nouns, for example, day, it will become daily. Change this y into I and then add ly to it. Week, weekly, month, monthly, year, yearly, and so on. इस प्रकार से हम डिफरेंट एडजेक्टिव्स और नाउन्स में स्लाइट चेंज करने के पश्चात यदि ly ऐड करते हैं तो वी गेट एडवर्ब्स. नाउ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू काइंड्स ऑफ एडवर्ब्स? Adverbs formed from adjectives and formed with the help of nouns. There is a difference. What is the difference? These adverbs which are formed from nouns can act as adjectives as well as adverbs, while these words act as adverbs only. For example, let us take example, he sold the sum easily. He sold the sum easily. In this way, we can say that these words act as adverbs in different sentences. But in case of the adverbs formed from nouns, act as adjectives as well as adverbs. For example, they can act as adjectives as well as adverbs. Let us take a few examples to make it clarified to you. What is your daily routine? Here, this word in red ink, daily, is acting as an adjective because this qualifies or modifies this noun routine and used before this noun, so it acts as an adjective in this sentence. But the same word daily acts as an adverb in the next sentence. For example, I go for a long walk daily. Adverb of frequency. How frequently do I go for a long walk? I go for a long walk daily. Here, this word daily acts as an adverb. In the same way, weekly, monthly, yearly, and other adverbs can act as adjectives as well as adverbs. It will depend upon the position and the function, what does it play in the sentence. It will decide the part of speech of this type of word ending in ly. Now, there is a question. Are all the words ending in ly adverbs? एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात हम यहां डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं. क्या वो सभी शब्द जो ly से एंड होते हैं, ly इनके लास्ट में आता है, क्या वो सभी वर्ड्स एडवर्ब होते हैं? नो. There are certain words which end in ly, but they are not adverbs. For example, friendly ends in ly, but it is not an adverb. What does it play? What the role does it play? It plays the role of an adjective. For example, let us play a friendly match. Here, the word match is a noun. And what does the word friendly play the role? It plays the role of an adjective in this sentence because it modifies this noun match. Let us play a friendly match. Next is lovely. Lovely flowers. We can use these words ending in ly before certain nouns to make them qualify, to add something to the meaning of those nouns. For example, lovely shot. Next is lonely. Lonely says. Lonely people. Lively. Elderly. Cowardly. Silly, etc. These words are not used as adverbs, while these are used as adjectives to make some nouns qualify. Now, let us take one more example. Elderly persons must be looked after carefully. Here, this word ends in ly and the carefully word also ends in ly. But these two words play the different functions in this sentence. As far as this word elderly is concerned in this sentence, this word modifies the noun persons. Elderly persons or elderly people must be looked after carefully. How should they be looked after? They should be looked after, they must be looked after carefully. This word carefully is an adverb in this sentence, while this word elderly plays the role of an adjective in this sentence. In the same way, there are certain other words which do not end in ly. Still, they play the role of adverbs. Students, there are a few more words without ending in ly, and they function as adjectives as well as adverbs in different sentences. It will depend upon the position of these words in the sentences. For example, fast, we can't add ly to it to make it an adverb because it acts as adjective as well as an adverb in the same form. Fast, long, early, enough, near, only, etc. These words act as adjectives as well as adverbs depending upon the position of these words in the sentences. For example, in case of adjectives, if they modify a noun followed by them, they function as adjectives. For example, he is a fast runner. Here, the word runner is a noun and is modified by the word fast. So, this word fast is acting as an adjective in this sentence. In the same way, I have a long rope. Rope is a noun. A long rope. It tells the quality of rope, length of rope, a long rope, noun, and it is qualified by the word long. So, long is acting as an adjective. He is the only friend of mine. I have no more friends. He is the only friend of mine. Friend is a noun and is qualified by this word only. So, the word only acts as an adjective in this sentence. In the same way, I have enough money. Enough money. Money is a noun and is qualified by the word enough. So, the word enough acts as an adjective in this sentence. In this way, all the words modifying a noun followed by them act as adjectives in these sentences. Next, where and when the same words act as, function as, or plays the role as adverbs. When they qualify an adjective, a verb, or another adverb in a sentence. For example, Usain Bolt runs fast. Here the same word fast modifies the verb runs. So, it is acting as an adverb. Next is, you should not stay out long. The word long tells us about time. You should not stay out long. आपको लंबे समय तक, कितने समय तक? लंबे समय तक बाहर नहीं रहना चाहिए. Next is, he explained it only once. How many times did he explain it? Only once. Here, once is an adverb. And the word only qualifies this another adverb in this sentence. So, the word only plays the role of adverb. Please speak loud enough. Here, enough is used after the word loud, which is acting as an adjective. Loud is an adjective. So, this word enough modifies this adjective. So, enough is acting as an adverb in this sentence. One more thing I would like to tell you, high and highly. What is the difference between high and highly? Though these words can act, both of these words can act as adverbs in different situations. For example, the birds were flying high. The birds were flying high. Flying is a verb and the word high modifies this verb. So, the word high is an adverb in this sentence. While highly, after adding ly to it, also becomes as an adverb. It also plays the role of an adverb. For example, I am highly impressed. I am impressed means what does the role the word impressed play here? It is an adjective. By his wisdom, by his wit. I am highly impressed. It tells about the degree of being impressed. Highly impressed. Again, the word highly acts as an adverb in this sentence. In this way, we can learn or we can have a command over formation of words by adding ly, without ly, or some words ending in ly playing the role of adjectives instead of adverbs. Thank you very much.